Good Tuesday morning, everybody. Some of y'all saw this on the live stream last night. It's here. I got my new forge burner, and I went out and checked it with the old forge to see if I could mount it in there. It's not going to work. I mean, the burner's going to work, but the forge is not going to work. The housing. It also came with a regulator. Everything ready to go. Now, like I mentioned last night, I looked up, I'll bet you I watched 40 videos on how to build burners. Now, by the time I bought all these parts and the pieces that go inside, I believe that's a MIG welder tip. And the regulator, I would have spent just about the same money. And I honestly did not know what I was doing. So these people, where'd my paper go? CGR Forges. Let's see, right there. CGR Custom Forges. Of course, some blades and forges. I figured since, and they're out of Missouri, family business, they know what they're doing as far as this part of it, and I don't. So I am tired. I have got to get tired of this. I've got to get this forge thing settled today. So y'all remember the gas tank that I brought back from Jay's? I was going to put in the boat. It's not going to work. The seams in several places, I filled it with water to test it, and it's leaking. And there's all kind of rust and stuff in there. Not rust, but just stuff. Dang it. I got the runny nose this morning. And there's several spots on the bottom where it has deteriorated and leaking. And if I try to have it welded up, there's going to be another spot, I'm sure. So I don't trust this to put in the boat. I'll figure out something else for a tank when I get to that point. But it will make an excellent housing for another forge, I think. Now this is the fire bricks that I got for the old one that I tried to rebuild it. I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to measure carefully. Be too high and one on top. So when I get it measured out, I'm going to cut it. I'll have to patch this hole right here. Then I'll take the top and cut it when I get everything put together and put it back on there. That way I can drill a properly. The biggest problem I have is, dang it. There we go, some of this expert camera work. Biggest problem I'm having is the hole, especially on the old one, is about twice that big. And you're supposed to weld this in, but I can't weld. So I'm going to have to drill a hole exactly this size here. And I've got a way that I can mount it. Figured out. So I've only got 6 fire bricks. So that means I have to go to the hardware store. Get me another box of fire bricks. Then I'll come back, lay it out, measure it, cut it. And I'm not going to jinx myself and say it should be simple, but it shouldn't be that bad. I'll put it that way. Alright, what else I need? The hardware. I need some self-tapping screws because I ran out. And I think that's it. But this is going to be solved today, one way or another. I'd rather spend about $30 on some more fire bricks and try this before I go another $250 for a forge, the whole deal. But I think this will work. I'll see y'all when I get back from the hardware. I'm back. Got me some more fire brick. Actually, I got 2 boxes. I'm going to get started laying out, marking, making sure I get just what I want and get it cut. and we'll see it in a few minutes. I stopped at the little convenience store on the way back. Got me a drink. For some reason they're discontinuing all their car care stuff. And I wished I had got there this morning. Anything petroleum in the store. For whatever reason. All this stuff here, it's all name brand. 75% off of what they had it marked. And some of it was marked more down than that. $6. That's a pretty cool deal. Now, if I had been there early this morning when they took it all off the shelves, they had all kind of other stuff. But, oh well, that's a good haul right there. Pays to pay attention when you go into places like that. Alright, let me get busy. We'll show you what I got here in just a little bit. Alright, I got the basic shape cut out for now. This was the bottom of the tank. You can see. This is all kind of stuff where it was just about, there's a hole right there. No way this could have been used as a gas tank. And this is aluminum, not stainless. I guess what causes that, just like anything over time, gas sitting in it, with all the stuff that's in gas nowadays, it just it was eating holes in it. But it'll do fine for what we need here. Now the top is laying out there. When I get the bricks situated like they should be, and get this hole here patched, then I'll figure out the length and all of the top. Now I'm going to have to cut each one of these bricks just a little bit, because they won't quite fit. And for that I have some masonry blades in my little 4-inch grinder. I'll cut all those and we'll lay them in there. Alrighty, this is what we got so far. Alright, this top and the bottom all had to be cut to fit. Just a smidget, not much, just a little bit, or whatever that measurement is. Now when I get the lid cut, these sides will pull in, and I'm not fitting it together with anything just yet. I'm just doing a dry fit, because I'm gonna have to carry it outside eventually, and it's gonna be quite heavy. I'm gonna have to figure out somewhere else to put it too, because the burner instructions say the wind and drafts will affect the flame, and I've got some wind out there. But I not gonna try to put it inside. A lot of people have them inside. I'm not that brave. I like my shop too much. I'm gonna burn it down. Alright, let me get the lid cut. That'll take a little while to get it just right. And then I'll get the holes drilled and we'll see what we got. Alrighty, I got the lid cut. I've got everything marked. I'm going to take it apart. This piece here will clamp it up and put it in there. Now what I did when I cut the lid, put this on the sanding wheel, smoothed it, and it almost fits. So now I'm going to take it all apart and do the same thing up here. Take just a little bit of material off on either side so it will fit. Then I will place it to where it's supposed to be and put it together out there, because like I said, it's going to be pretty heavy and I'm going to have to carry it from one place to another. And well, after I drill the holes and all that, I'll get it set up just like it's supposed to be. Then I'll take it back apart and take it outside. Now I sure hope this works, which I don't see why it won't, but we'll see. Alrighty, I got the lid cut, got it shaped and fitted. Now I'm going to drill the hole for the burner. I'm going to put a little bit forward this time. That way, if it works fine, if I ever need to put a second burner, I've got plenty of room back here. Now keep in mind, this is primarily going to be for annealing and heat treating. Any heavy forging I have to do will be in the cold coal and charcoal forge. But I've had it all apart and back together, all apart and back together. I'm debating on whether or not to cut a hole in the back. I don't know yet. I'm going to wait, because I've got one more layer of fire brick to go in here to raise it a little bit so it's not so high. If I need to do that, it'll be simple enough to do. I can just cut a hole out in the back, because there's not going to be any brick or anything like that, like I had the problem with the old one. So for this project, this job, I got out the electric drill. This is a hole saw. This one is made for doorknobs. It's not a metal cutting thing, but maybe it'll cut this aluminum. And it's the exact size of the burner. Now let me get the hole drilled and I'll show you how I'm going to mount it. Because like I said, I can't weld. And I don't think you can weld steel to aluminum anyway. Maybe you can, I don't know. But I have an idea on how I can mount it. And we'll look at that next. It cut through the aluminum just fine, but it eat every tooth off of there. It won't even drill through the fire brick. So I think, and I hope, that I have another one the same size. That one is toast. But anyway, how many doorknobs do you have to drill in your lifetime? Not many. Alright y'all, there it is. All put together. I've got some of the soft brick in here. Take up some of the room so it's not that much space in there. The cap went on just fine. Now this is how I mounted the burner. Because like I said, I can't weld, and I don't think it'll weld aluminum to steel anyway. Got a brace hose clamp here. Got it fastened here. It's solid, it's not going to move. Now it says to go through to the top of, to the ceiling of the forge, which is about that far away on this fire brick up here. So I think that'll work. Not sure, but I'm not going to paint it. I'm not going to fancy it. I'm just going to mount it, hook it up and test it. Now I was going to put it together out at the forge area where it goes, but I really, to get everything level, straight and all that, I had to do it in here. I may have to wait till Joey gets home and help me carry it out there, because it's very heavy. I'm not going to try it. But the best thing I can figure is to put it right where the old forge was, because I'm all set up out there for that. And now I've got to go take the old forge down off the blocks, re-level everything, make sure everything's straight. And the next thing you see will be a test. Is it going to work? I don't know. We'll see. If it don't, y'all might see some tools get thrown and some screaming done, and pretty confident it's going to be just fine. We'll see here in just a little bit. Alright y'all, got it mounted. I got it hooked up. Now I was able to carry it out here by myself. It was a chore, let me tell you. But I got it. I have not tried to fire it yet. This will be the initial burn.
Alrighty, it keeps going out. It's just a slight amount of wind blowing. But it's going to be outside. There's going to be a little bit of breeze or draft or something all the time. So let's try it again. Hang on. Turn the bottle all the way open. Alright, we have a problem. Let's see, I don't know if it's sitting far enough down in there. But there's really no breeze at all. Let's try it again on a lower setting. Burning now. Maybe there was air in that line, being a brand new line. I don't know. Let's see, let's find us a piece of steel to put in there. Nope, there we go again. It's burnt hairs off my arm. Almost like there's not enough pressure in there. Nope. No, that's not going to work. Let's see, let me cool it off and I'll make a couple of adjustments, and I might get a hold of folks that built the burner, see if I did something wrong. But this is taking all day long to put this together. Hang on, let me try one more time. stand up here on one side where the breeze is blowing from. Not too bad. I think it's gonna work. Yeah, that's what I might do. I might have to block off one side of the air. There we go. I like it. See, there's absolutely no wind right now whatsoever. Worst comes to worst, I may have to move the whole system over there inside the old room over there. But I don't think so. But just close off one of the sides, I think it'll be fine. Maybe I might have to lower it down just a little bit more. That's not a big deal either. Alright, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Like I said, this took me all day. I'm tired. And I'm going in the house to get me something to eat. I thank y'all for watching. Thank you for your support. And I'll see you next time.